Two Burlington High School students have accomplished something within the Distributive Education Clubs of America organization. Sophomore Thomas Gallagher was placed in the top 10 at the World Entrepreneurship Competition.
So in a normal year when we would have our competition, we would be given a role play by the organization, and we'd have around 10 minutes to prepare for it and then 10 minutes to talk with judges. But this year we had to do it virtually. So we would make videos at our house, and then we would post them to YouTube and submit them as part of our competition. And so we had our district level, and then I was lucky enough to make it to states in second place. And then at states, I made it to nationals again at second place. And then we went through the same type of making videos and then posting them to YouTube. And then I made it finalist, and then I would have a Zoom meeting with a judge, and I would talk directly with them instead of it being pre-recorded.
Gallagher also received numerous DECA awards.
It was really awesome. I thought I worked really hard to get there. It was a tough competition. It was really hard actually to do it at home and to miss out on not only going to a district competition and a state competition, but especially not being able to go to California, which would have been a really fun trip. But it was still awesome that I was able to get these great awards.
Burlington High also has a new MA DECA state officer, and she is the first state officer from Burlington. Junior Kara Martin.
So this year I was lucky enough to be elected as a Massachusetts DECA state officer. So in a normal year we'd be at our states conference in Boston. This year it sort of took a little bit of different format due to COVID. So we had our own Instagram accounts, and basically we would create our own Instagram posts about who we were and what we wanted to do for the club, for the association. And then we would also be in Zoom calls with different delegates from across the state. And so they would just get to vote and sort of meet us and see who we are in sort of an online format.
DECA advisors Krista Anderson and Danielle Truvy couldn't be prouder of Thomas's and Kara's achievements they have made.
We're so proud of Thomas Gallagher, who's class of 23, and Kara Martin, who's class of 22. What they accomplished is phenomenal because they really stand out. They stand out from the rest of the pack, both within the state and actually nationally. Both of them ended up being national competitors this year. What we're proud about for Kara Martin, she is a junior this year, going to be a senior. She ran for state officer within Massachusetts, which means she gets to run the club of Mass DECA. There's 6,000 participants in DECA in Massachusetts, and she's actually one of the leaders to run that this year, so we're very excited about that.
Just to see Thomas and our other students persevere through all the challenges that they've seen this year, so the fact that he was able to overcome these hurdles and jump leaps and bounds, especially as a sophomore, over what some of our highest producing students ever have, is very impressive. Well, Kara Martin is, I think we checked this, the first state officer that we've had at Burlington High School. Yet again, another super great achievement from a super great student that we've had. We saw Kara freshman year, and she was always on board to help out and take part and be as involved as she could, which we highlighted her as leadership potential, which is why we brought her on our leadership team sophomore year. And I think from the time she went to states as a freshman, she knew that state officer was something that was going to be in her future. So we're really glad to see her achieve it.
From Burlington High School, I'm Robert Paris for BNEWS Weekly.